if I'm going to speak in a more general sense, it's difficult. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult. It takes a special woman to deal with men like us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
What comes with this life.
You know, the atmosphere, the vibe you got to be in, you know, when you're doing your work.
Yeah, just the on switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to know the difference between, and this is something I've battled, between what I'm doing for the sake of my career and just smiling and jovial,
right,
versus where I'm really at with this. And it's a fine line for someone to walk who hasn't had to understand this for most of their life.
Yeah, and also too, you know, we're talking about a woman. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about, you know, a whole different being. You know what I mean? You know, you have to be delicate. You know what I'm saying?
Delicate, sensitive.
Yeah.
They need attention.
Yeah.
They have to be catered to.
I mean, there's some women that don't need all of that, you know. I think.
Where are they? I hope they're at the show Friday.
Yeah. You know, there's some women that's like, hey, I'll see you next time I see you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I find that those are, you know, more mature women, you know what I mean, that, you know, are not looking for so much all the time. You know what I mean? And that could just appreciate the time that they have with you. And I think that is, you know, traditionally what should go into any good relationship. Yes. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be such a fucking schedule. Yeah. You know, and I mean in the schedule like, well, we need to do this or, you know, or this has to happen, you know, in my life before the time, you know, or whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Some women are real big on schedules.
Yeah. And also, you know, titles. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to get me in trouble, man.
Titles, you know what I'm saying? And that fucks up things too. You know what I'm saying? Classifying, you know, what really a relationship that you and that person only understands. You know, and you have different connections with everyone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that has to be understood and it has to be respected. But most of the time it's not, you know, when you're in a relationship because there's an expectancy, you know, within the scope of that kind of messes up everything else.
Well, that's some of the issues I've been dealing with. Now you my therapist all of a sudden. But yeah, is, you know, for me to consider myself such an, like I live by a lot of untraditional ideologies.
Right.
And that's all across the board. So sometimes I'm dealing with a woman that is in that same boat, but society standards of things kind of intervene. And I'm like, well, wait a second. We're so unconventional.
Yeah.
How does society standards come into this and kind of fuck shit up? Yeah, I don't subscribe to a lot of it. I don't.
Yeah, I feel you. I don't either. I don't either because, you know, like honesty is just really, you know, the best policy. And, you know, some people can't handle it.
Well, I was about to say, do you believe that women truly want honesty? 100%.
I think some women do.
My mom said no.
For real?
My mom said no matter what they say, no woman truly wants 100% honesty from a man. As far as full transparency on your thoughts, how you got there.
Right.
Because it could be hurtful.
Yeah, I get that.
Are we to take responsibility for the deciding of what's hurtful, what is too much, what's difficult, what's too much to handle, especially when it comes to this arena that they might not know about?
No, I think that I think the truth is a heavy thing, you know, and it's either you can take it or you can't.
And better that you know who can and who can't.
If you can, if you can take it, you know, if you can take it, you know what I'm saying? If you want me to walk you through those steps and you can take it, because, you know, if the shoe is on the other foot, you got to be able to take it too.
All right, we're going to end this because I hear the Scorpio petty creeping out in this area. Hey, if you want the truth, baby, if you can take it, that's that Scorpio shit I'm talking about.
No, I'm just saying, it's the shoe could go on the other foot too. And it's a lot of men that can't take truth.
Most men.
Yeah.
Most men.
But you have to. You got to swallow that pill. You have to.
Ego and pride is a bitch.
It is. It shouldn't get in the way of things because, you know, people really have their own ideas and reasoning why they do things. And, you know, you have to be intelligent enough to recognize what those things stem from and how it pertains to you, because some of those things don't have shit to do with you. They have to do with some other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got to really assess what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? Some of the things that I've had to deal with didn't have nothing to do with me. So there was no reason for me to be, you know, feeling the type of way. It's like, wait a minute. Oh, you responded to that.
Are you in therapy?
I don't know.
It sounds like a lot of shit that my therapist gives me.
Oh, where? Yeah, nah, man. I think I've only ever done in my whole life maybe 2 therapy sessions. I'm not the kind of person that's ever been really comfortable as a person to do that.
That's more Scorpio stuff, but it's cool.
But it was really helpful. It was really helpful, you know, to be able to talk to somebody, you know, a complete stranger, and to be able to just, you know what I mean, communicate like that without feeling judged. I think that it definitely can open you up to just a new perspective, you know, without feeling so weighted down by it, by some issues in your life, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I only tried it out maybe like 2 times. And I don't know if something, you know, God forbid anything ever happened to me, but, you know, that I would ever like be in the position to have to do it again. But if I did, then I would, you know what I'm saying?
Got it.
I'm all about cures and resolutions.
Even that, the way you said that was evil to me.
Cures and resolutions.
Well, thank you for sharing your perspectives with us.
And it's all love.